Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Giants, their first drive of the game coming up. And bringing them out, one of two quarterbacks taken in the first round of this year's draft. Out of Ole Miss, it's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. That's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what he'll have to do professionally.
Dart's coming out throwing. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, climber to the 48. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. A handoff to Tracy. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Dart out of the shotgun. Finds the in route complete. And they're going to hold him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
And the Giants first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. I'll bring the tight end left. It's Tracy on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Field goal attempt coming now from Younghoe Koo. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. Koo able to put it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
Just kind of a confidence builder. That offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led by the 2nd overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, that defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. But that QB speed is a difference maker.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. They go play action on first down. It'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time, 2nd and 10. They're running the option, short side. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Making the call himself. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this up to his own 44. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. He's going to try to drop it in, deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. And flipping through, Brock, that certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. He'll start on the ground here. Tracy. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
When you get that jet sweep to the outside, you have to. You have to get vertical. There is just too much team speed in today's NFL if you don't go north and south.
3rd down, they need 7. Throw here, third down. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
The Giants ready to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Throwing off the play fake. He's going to tuck it and run. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Washington.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. McLaurin, the receiver, in motion left. We give here to the motion man. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
The tackle by Brian Burns. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Giants' 42-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They send him left out of the slot. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get 6 and a first down as well.
And the Washington first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Mariota. Sheds up a rusher. And they bring him down around the 34.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Here's Mariota now. It's caught. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Yards. That's another Washington first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Washington first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
From the red zone on first. Catch is made in close. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
A loss of 3.
The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Commanders pull ahead 6-3 in the first. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 7, Giants 3.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that 1st down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. 2nd down coming up.
That's what an offensive player never wants to see, a defender just waiting for him on the edge. At that point, the play's dead, and good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he dodged the tackle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants sure going to have the 1st down.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball in your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. The Commanders have an early lead. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They'll run the toss to Tracy. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Play made by Deron Payne.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. To the air on 3rd and long. This is Cox. That's Slayton. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. A gain of 26 yards there. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Has it in close. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 2nd quarter lead. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 3.
Commanders 7.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Escapes a defender. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Now Mariota. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw, Mariota. That's McLaurin with a catch out left. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Your start now. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going play action with Dart. He lofts it deep right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making a 9-point advantage.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game.
Giants 17, Commanders 7.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Samuel now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Kronsky Merritt. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Throwing is Mariota. Completed over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
He'll air it out on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. So they're left with 4th down here.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On 1st down, here's Dart. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. Catch made. Tyrone Tracy. Decent game here, but short of the 1st.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Dart. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
1st and 10 at the 48.
Double coverage, a deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got...
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. And into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
The Giants are set to punt. The Commanders set to take over. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Now run it out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Fits it through the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's good for a Washington 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
2nd and manageable. He's throwing. He has up. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
So they bring Tressway back out there for another punt. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. The Giants offense all set to get started. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Darts out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
33-yard line.
1st down now, ball at the 33. They'll go play action. Here's Darts. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it inside the 10. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants making a 16-point ball game.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Coup on now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Giants take a 3-possession lead.
Giants 24, Commanders 7.
Coup all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Samuel now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Slot man in motion left. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Mariota to throw. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. Well, it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. And it sets up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Mariota. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. The Giants using their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Throwing it again here. Hits him on the in route. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Looking inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. He's going to throw it again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Commanders chop some of the lead off before the half.
Just a tremendous effort. And really, this is a play where you can look at the facial expressions of the two sides and know exactly what happened. Offensively, you are smiling from ear to ear that your quarterback's a difference maker. Defensively, just demoralized that you couldn't find a way to stop that scramble.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders cut the lead down to 10.
24. Commanders 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Here's Devin Singletary on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. Coverage team tracking him down as he reaches the 35. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Complete to Gunnar Olszewski. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 44-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Dart now. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
He'll throw it. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Jamie Gillen on now to punt. And the fair catch made here at the 15. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Cool, all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Samuel now to return it. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. New set of downs for him from the 31. Mariota completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Jake, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Second down give to Krosky Merritt. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
So first down from the 41. Short side option here. He's running left. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Krosky Merritt on the zone read. And this is going to go for about an 8-yard pickup as he takes him inside the 30-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he is able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. This time it's a passing play. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
It's a gain of 20. That's another Washington Commanders first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Putting a receiver in motion. Krosky Merritt. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. They go to him again. And he's not going to score. He stopped short and actually might have lost a couple back at the 2. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Now from the 2-yard line, it's third and goal. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Giants are all over it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Moody knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points and able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. New York to the line. First and 10. right side. It's incomplete.
Intended
Trying to
for
find his tight
Theo
end.
Johnson.
And now it's second down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On play action with Darts. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he puts some air under this one, right side. Big gain downfield. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. So 3rd and 16, no problem for him as they get the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Here's Tracy on 1st down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
They go right back to Tracy. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackle made by Von Miller.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Darts going to the air. Completed to his running back. And he's going to take this to the 23. The stop made to set up 3rd and very short.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch with a whole bunch of bodies around him.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. On the sneak, here's Dart. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Robinson in motion right. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the gun, here's Dart. Take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
When you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
From the red zone on 1st. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. It's 2nd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't. Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On 3rd and goal, it starts. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me? What are y'all doing?
Field goal attempt coming now from Young Hui Koo. A very short kick here from the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Back now, pressure coming. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota now. Hits him on the out route. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Before he stopped. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
And a Washington 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Throwing is Mariota. He's got a man left. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They gain 11 on that play, and that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Mariota to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
To the air on 3rd and long. It's caught by McLaurin. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now Mariota. Short pass brought in. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here's Krosky Merritt off the option. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. A gain of 15 there. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now off the play action. Drops back. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
4 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. And the defender's there to knock this away, and that effort means it's 4th down.
You know, that is so hard to do. It's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
On for the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And it pulls them back within 1 score here in the 4th.
His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. And this is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
At the 21-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. Finds him over the middle. Well, this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Brings up 3rd down.
Gonna keep this one and go. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10 from the 32. On the handoff, this is Tracy. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here starts. Dump off, caught by his back. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
The Commanders in the dime set for this 3rd down. Under the gun this time, here's Dart. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the 1st.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Punting unit out now. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. Fair catch called in at the 18-yard line. The Commanders and running back Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt headed back to the field now. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the 2nd half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Mariota. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing off the play fake. Connects on the crosser. Off to the races, middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now trailed by just a point in the 4th. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
27.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And he's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Here's Tracy once more. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup at 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. This is Tracy. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw 3rd and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Punt team on the field. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin are ready for another look on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the 2nd half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Giving this to Kronsky-Merritt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
The 26-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. They're going to run again here with Kronsky-Merritt. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Digging deep in the playbook here. This is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Back to throw, Mariota. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for Terry McLaurin. And it sets up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Going to the ground again on first. He'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Mariota. And he sure gave us all to make that play, but it hits the deck. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Deebo Samuel on that throw. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
And this is going to stick them deep on their own side. That's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution and more than likely making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds him on the crossing route. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
I like crossing routes versus zone coverage. Man, do I love crossing routes versus man-to-man. So hard on those defenders to stick with those receivers all the way across the field. Even for the best athletes at that position, those throws are almost impossible to stop.
Dart's looking to throw. It's caught right side by Johnson. Pop behind the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed, when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. We got the football, Brock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
A gain of 3.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. Here's Mariota now. He's going to keep it this time. Finds a little room there. Gets him about 3 yards. They're up to the 43.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Back to throw, Mariota. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Now one intended for Jalen Lane. So now they're going to have to figure out this 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
A gain of 12 yards.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
1st down, play action. Completed the left side to Samuel. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Commanders pushing to get within range for a game winner. 2nd down now, they need 7. Throwing is Mariota. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Time we offered some serious blanket praise for this entire group defensively. The guys up front, they've certainly generated the pressure. Everybody on the back end in coverage, well, they're holding down their assignments to delay these throws. This is going to be one tomorrow, one fun tape to watch, because 6 sacks, it's hard to come by in this league.
This one's going to move them all the way down to the 25-yard line. The Giants using their 1st timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Keeps it on the option here. He cuts it to the right sideline, and he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown.
Washington.
The Commanders jump in front late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard-fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
34, Giants 27.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. give to Tracy up the middle. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the 37-yard line.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. Keeps away from 1. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
First and 10.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Setting up to pass. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
At the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Throwing now. And the Commander's rush brings him down. And that's going to bring up a tough 4th down here that this offense needs to have.
It's 4th down.